Once, a child visited his grandfather during his summer holidays. He spent all his time playing with him. One day, the child said to his grandpa, "When I grow up, I want to be a successful man. Can you tell me how to be successful?" His grandfather nodded and took him to a nearby nursery. At the nursery, his grandpa bought 2 small plants and brought them home. He planted one in a pot inside the house and the other outside in the garden. "Which of these 2 plants do you think will grow better?" the grandfather asked. The boy thought for a while and then replied, "The plant inside the house will grow better because it's safe from dangers like strong sunlight, storms, and animals." His grandfather smiled and said, "Let's see what happens." The boy left with his parents and returned 4 years later to visit his grandfather. When he arrived, he asked, "Grandpa, last time I asked you how to be successful, but you didn't tell me anything. This time, you have to tell me." His grandfather smiled and said, "Sure, but first let's look at the plants we planted a few years ago." He took the boy to see the plant in the pot inside the house, which had grown into a small tree. Then they went outside to see the other plant, which had grown into a huge tree with branches spreading far and wide, providing shade to passers-by. Grandfather asked, "Which plant grew more? Which is more successful?" The boy replied, "The one we planted outside." "But Grandpa, how is that possible? That plant must have faced so many dangers and still grew so big." His grandfather smiled and said, "Yes, the plant outside faced many challenges, but those challenges made it stronger. It had the freedom to spread its roots as much as it wanted. Problems like storms made its roots stronger. Now, it's so strong that a small storm can't harm it. Son, remember this. If you always choose the comfortable path, you won't grow as much as you could. If you're ready to face the world despite all the dangers, no goal is impossible. Never see problems as hurdles, but as steps toward success." The boy took a deep breath, looking at the tree, and understood his grandpa's words. The obstacles we consider enemies in life actually make us stronger and more successful. Life is like a great adventure filled with twists and turns that might seem like obstacles blocking our path, but these obstacles are like puzzles waiting to be solved. Just think about when you play a game. The fun part is figuring out how to overcome challenges. Life works the same way. Each hurdle you face is a chance to learn, grow, and become stronger. So don't let these roadblocks discourage you. Embrace them, tackle them, and watch yourself level up in the game of life. You have the skills, determination, and spirit to conquer anything that comes your way. I hope you gain some value from this story and try to implement it in your life. Always keep rising.